Okay, welcome back. This is the significant abridged findings for episode 106. And I talked a lot about in episode 106 a change to the format. I'm going to do e- episodes right where I'm at 106. The next episode is 107, but it's going to be roll one, roll two, roll three will be separate videos. That way you don't have to stay for a whole hour to watch the three rolls or four rolls or two rolls if it's more than one. I'm saying today I'm only doing one roll. Did a lot of talking and I'm doing the significant findings after the first episode roll. So I don't think I'm going to do a second, but I can come back and do a second if I want to, obviously. So I'm just mentioning that in the intro. I might also stop doing intros to the rolls, which is, believe it or not, that's how I started doing the coin roll hunting, was without an intro. So I'm probably going to go back to that, and it'll be roll one, roll episode 107, roll one, next video, roll two, and it'll be all uploaded and scheduled for a single day sequentially by how many rolls I do. And depending on how many rolls I do is depending on whether or not I'm ever going to do a significant findings again like this. So tune in. We'll see, because the videos will be shorter. So I don't know if I'll need to do a significant findings. But today we're going to do it. Um, might be the last one. Who knows? Thanks, and let's get it on. Okay, so I'm going to go backwards from the order that we found everything. Uh, Mostly zinc, some copper, no AU coppers today. Well, you know what? Yeah, I found some 82s, and one of them I think might be able to consider it to be almost uncirculated. So look at this, how hard or um, how interesting you could see the bend from, it just pushes the zinc, you know, uh, under the clad. It just mushes it out, and you can see the thickness and the rim, especially on the left side there, and the bowl shape and how, and this is one of the interesting things for zinc pennies, is how the die and the hub create these anomalies or formations in the penny surface, mostly on the obverse. So I want to show that. I kept it on the side. I'll do a short on this, but it's very interesting, especially when you look at hundreds and thousands of these pennies. You start to really realize that. Think about what's going on with the action from the die to the planchet, and it has to do with the softness of the zinc inside. I'm pretty sure. Hmm. We got a little circle of death there. I haven't seen one of these in a while, so I figured I'd show it. This is from the crimp. So this was an ender, right? In the roll, this was at the end, either at the Federal Reserve or at one of those big banks. When they put the pennies into rolls, the uh, the crimping machine will leave. Sometimes it'll leave circles like that. Not all the time, but here you can see a good example. Look at that surface, huh? And it's a 2000, so you want to check to see if there's any. I gotta go closer because I'm moving the penny. That's too close, but it's not a wide AM, but there is something going on the rim, and you have to wonder if it has anything to do with the surface. But you can see it best there. Is that doubling? Some people call that machine doubling, and it basically has to do with the tilting of the hub. You can see it pretty good in the U. The tilting of the hub, and how it creates um, an image past the letter. or the number. You can see it there pretty good. We found a couple 82s. I'm gonna do now I'm too close. I'm gonna do a separate video just on 82s. I thought I did one. I keep getting the question about the difference in the 82s, and I really did a lot of research on these, so I know them pretty well. So this might be our only AU penny. I mean, it's in really beautiful condition. So this is copper. I could just tell by looking at the metal, it's copper. It's not zinc. Of course, you can weigh it if you need a definitive um, specifications on the weight, and over 3 grams, it's basically copper. Um, Around 2.5 grams, it's basically zinc, and no mint mark means it's from Philadelphia. The other, it could, I mean, I think it could even be from West Point, but you can't tell the difference between the two. And then of course there's the D, which would be a mint mark from Denver, and there's no San Francisco as far as I know with the 1982s. And then large date and small date, the way you tell is by looking at the two. The two right there looks like a upside down umbrella handle or a candy cane, and that's the large date. And then when that two looks like a question mark, then that's the small date. And I'll do a separate video on that. And then I'll put the link in the description of the videos. That way, if anybody wants to just click, they can click. Like I think I just put the description of what's that called? I can't remember. Oh, how to search up the price of a coin, right? Because I keep getting, that's another question I get a lot, is how much is that worth? And really, you give someone a fish, right? You feed them for a day. You give them a fishing pole, and they could fish for a lot, and they could eat fish for a lifetime. So and I understand the difficulty of learning a new process. But with that said, you'll never learn a new skill like researching the past sales of a specific coin unless you start doing it. So I did put that in the body of the description of my videos for because I made a video on how to um, price check coins. So it's in there, and I think I'm gonna do one for the 1982s also, and I'll put that in the description. I don't know why I'm looking at this penny for. There's something. Oh, because it's so this one is a off centered, right? Because it's misaligned on the front, top to bottom, and it's misaligned in the back also, top to bottom. So that means it's off centered. And last but not least, we got this beautiful 72, and I just like the way the look at that. You can see the rim folding over on the right side there, and some people might call that a cud. My understanding, though, a cud would be more like if that piece would have came out and then got smashed on the edge of the coin from the die, then that would be a cud. So this is basically how cuds start, I guess. But it's kind of cool looking. I want to show it, and I'll make shorts out of these now. So okay, so going forward, this was episode 106, roll one. Today, but I might not do another roll. That might be it. But in the future, there'll be probably a little bit less intro, outro thing going on, and maybe no significant findings like I did today. This would have been like a roll two instead of a significant findings, and then I would have did the shorts on the significant findings, and that would have been that. So that's going to be a change to the format. It's like, I think it's better. I think it's going to make things better, more fluid, and more fun to watch. Right? You can watch one roll, and you watch roll one of episode 107, and then you come back, you watch roll 2 instead of having to sit through the 3 rolls and then having to open it up and figure where you left off, and you know. But that's from doing so many hundreds of videos that I've learned how to, what you guys kind of want to see. I could tell in my analytics where the retention is. So I think that's going to help with make it better. Someone left me a message in my new phone, which anyway. All right. So God bless. I hope you like the new format, and I'll see you on the next one.